Right, so back at my bro's place, the swarm that we caught yesterday, we're going to release the queen, and so there shouldn't be too much to it. Strangely, the swarm trap, which is up the top of the property, it's still got bees around it. It didn't have any this morning, but now it does. It seems to have quite a lot of activity there. So we don't know if these are the bees from this swarm or whether potentially it's another swarm. So it's hard to really say. We'll see if we can see which direction they're flying out of this particular one. And certainly we'll find out after I release the queen. If the queen decides to go with all of them back to that location, we'll have to relocate them further away, maybe over to my place a couple of kilometers away. So let's see. I've also brought over a feeder, which I know can fit straight into that the Hive Doctor base, and I've got a smoker there. I've got some sugar syrup. It's been mixed up already. It's nice and cool, and the big torch for lighting everything. So Sean told me that he carried this down last night and accidentally picked it up. Just the box and lid. Forgot to grab the base as well, and some of the foam frames that we put in fell straight out of the bottom, so he went and quickly placed it back down, but didn't get to put the frames back in, so the foam. So I'll slide them back in when we go to release the queen. But while we're here, I'm just looking at see those bees returning from potentially foraging, I suppose, and by the look of it, I think they're coming in from the direction of that trap. So I'll turn around and have a look. So I'm having a look. It's that second box over there, and I don't know if we'll be able to see on the video, but just trying to see some returning. There was some before. They do seem to be flying off definitely in the direction of the swarm trap, but I guess we'll wait and see. The first hive seems to be going mostly off over in this direction, whereas yeah, the new little colony seems to be heading back there. So let's see. Well, that was disappointing. My phone ran out of storage before I even got started on the video of doing everything. So everything's done, but we'll have a look again anyway. Okay, so the smoker's run out of smoke, but as you can see, we've put the panels back in. The queen was released. She's down in there somewhere. Since cockatoos, let's have a look. Since I'm here, let's see if we can spot the queen. Oh, that looks like an obvious sort of a place for her to be. Right about there, I would guess. There she is. Yeah, very good. Okay, I'll put her gently back in there. So if you can see down the bottom there as well, I've slid the, go on, have a look. I've slid the feeder in. Alright, I've given them probably only about 200 ml of syrup, because I think any more than that, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but any more than that, maybe that's even still too much. They'll just start storing the syrup as nectar instead of just prompting them to build the wax. So yeah, so we'll put this back on, and hopefully queen decides to stay, and so the bees do as well. But what I also showed you, well, on the video that didn't record, I showed you on the video, well, when I was recording it, but it didn't record, that I had a look at each of the sheets of foundation to see whether since last night and this morning, because they're quite busy going in and out of the hive, it seems. I haven't seen them coming in with any pollen, and there's a lot of activity at the swarm trap up the top. So, but I checked the foundation to see whether they'd had drawn it out at all yet. There's not even there's no indication that they've done anything with that at all. So I don't know if that just means that they're just really determined to go back to the swarm trap location, or whether they wanted to have her released first. So I guess we'll wait and see whether they stick around or not. I just had an idea. I was about to just finish up, but then I thought that if they're planning on going away back to the swarm trap, I thought there'd be bees in here, and there's such a small colony as well, that there'd be bees in here potentially doing the waggle dance like right now, probably right in front of the queen. So I thought might as well just fire up the smoker a bit. Jeez, it's gone a bit crazy, but if necessary, but I'll have a bit of a look. I'll try and look without smoke because I don't want to scare them off, but just to see if I can catch them doing the waggle dance. So let's see. Okay. Now, which frame? This is where the queen is sitting. So the queen has gone down here. She's actually right there on the bottom. I'm not seeing any. These guys are certainly getting intimate. That one's a really light colour up there. Is that a dance they're doing? Or just cruising about? Alright, well, we'll put them back in. Oh, sorry, bad filming. Not seeing any dancing. They are hanging around the queen. Okay, I'll put this back in. Like this. So I guess that's the opposite, really, and it's more what we want. Nasenoffing, you know, is just telling all the others to come back here, I suppose. It's a really pale bee, that one, isn't it? Right, so lid's back on. I can have a look at the video later and see if any of them were doing their waggle dance, and they're all happy so far. Don't seem to be getting into the syrup yet, but we'll see. Cool, job done.